Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Pitch Talk.
We are fans of football dropping vlogs, videos and podcasts on the beautiful game.
Check out our videos on YouTube and Instagram's IGTV,
including special feature segments,
5 minutes with the G,
the Straight Shootin View,
coaching with JBK. We produce, record and edit video content
and audio on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Verbal, Podomatic,
Anchor,
Spotify
and other podcast platforms.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook
and www.pitch-talk.com.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
I can see you now. I can see you now and then. I can see you now.
The Straight Shootin View.
Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Straight Shootin LJA and welcome to another episode of the Straight Shootin View. Now, those who can see the video of that can see the cold in my breath and the thick gloves I'm wearing because it is cold as anything right now. But as it happens in Qatar, it's been heating up in the, seeing the Great Eight get narrowed down to the Final Four because, we know who the semi-finalists are. We're going to see Argentina v Croatia and France versus Morocco. Now, you know what? I do want to start this by saying massive congratulations to Morocco. And you know what? Completely deserved to go through to the semi-finals and becoming the first African team in World Cup history to do so. Creating history and deservedly so. And Portugal, being bitter. England, being a bit bitter. And it's like, even Argentina, even though they went through, still being bitter. So it's like, you know what? I said, congratulations to Morocco. Start this off on a positive note because I actually used to live in Latimer Road, next door to Ladbroke Grove. And in that area, you got Goulburn Road and Trellick Tower. Massive Moroccan community. Big ups to them. Wainfleet Square as well. Hold tight. So one of them was massive Moroccan communities on both sides of the tracks there. And you know what? I've seen some of the videos, some of the images, and they were ecstatic, lining the streets of Goulburn Road. And it's like, you know what? Props to you. I've always loved the Moroccan contingent in that neck of the woods, my old stomping ground. So, you know what? Big ups, man. Big, big, big ups. Morocco have the chance. Hey, they're in the semis. Anything can happen. They've got France up next, the reigning and defending champions, which is going to be a massive challenge. But you can see that they're up to it. You can see that they are going to give everything. Same with Croatia, Croatia are one of them sides who quietly go about their business. Because remember, they were World Cup finalists 4 years ago. And if they beat Argentina and France beat Morocco, we could see a repeat of the 2018 final. Imagine that. Who'd have thought that for Croatia at the beginning of this tournament? Brazil were favourites. They got dumped out on penalties. Neymar didn't even get the take one in the end. And it's like, it's been, this World Cup has been very interesting. It took a couple of games to heat up, I said in my previous Straight Shootin View episode. But in the knockout stages, it really has heated up majorly. And as I record this, it's a case of England. We went out last night. Don't blame the ref. Because at the end of the day, to me, the tackles on Saka and also Kane that everyone said, we should have had penalties for. I'm like, no. To me, in real time and even afterwards, they look like they would have been extremely soft in terms of penalties. And by the way, we did have a penalty. I think it was about 83 minutes. We did have a penalty, and Harry Kane did the most Spursy thing you could and put it high, wide, and butt ugly in that pressure situation. So we had a chance to get back on level terms. We didn't take it. And in my view, people are saying, Mbappe was quiet. Walker had him in his pocket. It's like, yeah, Mbappe only skinned Walker once, but Mbappe didn't need to be amazing yesterday. He didn't need to be. It's like Tchouaméni. Look how sloppy that goal was to concede. Giroud's goal as well. And it's like, we can't be blaming we can't be blaming referees if we just are not good enough. And remember, those are the reigning and defending world champions. And it comes back to something that I said back in 2018 against Croatia. And something I said about Euro 2021 as well, where it's like, whenever we come up against a streetwise team who knows how to control the ball and control the game, we haven't got anything. Rashford came on so late, he didn't really have a chance to make a difference apart from one free kick, which was the last kick of the game. And it's one of them ones. I mean, I was saying to Coach JBK and Nathan Arsenal in our Pitch Talk WhatsApp group, it's like we need to get Foden and Saka on the ball, and this was at half time. I said we needed to get them more on the ball and get their fullbacks turned towards their own goal. Because fullbacks, defenders in general, hate being turned back towards their own goal. We didn't do it enough in the first half. But then the funny thing is, second half, Saka was doing it. He had his fullback on toast. He was winning that personal battle every time. And then Southgate inexplicably took him off. So we can't blame the referees if decisions like that are being made. So Gary Neville trying to blame referees, he talks out of both sides of his neck anyway. So yeah, whatever. So you can't blame the referees on that. And it's weird though, because a lot of players have been throwing refs under the bus. You got, Bruno Fernandes, Pepe throwing refs under the bus. It's like, dude, you got eliminated. You got eliminated fair and square. Morocco beat you. Shut up. Like, don't start blaming the referees if you're not good enough to beat a side on the day. It's not as if it was a last minute decision and it didn't go your way and it cost. No, you weren't good enough. It's like, and these sides had their chances as well. I mean, you look at Spain practicing 1,000 penalties, or so they said, and then it's like you missed 3 of them in the shootout. So clearly your practice wasn't good enough. Sorry, Spain. Bye. You're going home. It's like, and then they're just turning around and blaming referees, blaming decisions. And it's like, well, if you were good enough, those decisions wouldn't have mattered. Argentina, when they got beaten by Saudi Arabia, had 3 goals disallowed. That's not the referee's fault. Your players were going too early. Your players started their runs too early. That's your fault. That you can't blame VAR. You can't blame referees for that because they've been fairly ruled out. And it's like, as I said, it's like just so quick to play the blame game. And even Argentina, it was weird that Lionel Messi came out and was like, oh, this ref, don't talk to me about this ref is awful and all that. And it's like, well, dude, like, well, and even Emi Martinez did the same thing. It started coming out, burying the referee, burying the opponent, saying, oh, Van Gaal was disrespectful, he should shut his mouth. And it's like, dude, really? Like, you boys just won. Like, be gracious in victory. And it's like, it's just one of them ones, man, for all the hype. I mean, seeing Kylian Mbappe go, it's like, when we lost, it's like, well, a lot of the media were hyping him up. And then obviously burying him because he was quiet. And it's like, but he's got every right to turn around and go, and all that. And even Brazil, when they were like 3-0 up and celebrating and people whinging about it. And it's like, dude, it's part of their culture to dance. Oh, the manager shouldn't have got involved. Oh, shut up. Really? You just want the manager to stand there stoic. And it's like, that's, a lot of fans have wound me really the wrong way. But the fact is, we've got the semi-finals. The semi-finals are set. Argentina, Croatia, and France v Morocco. Now, some would still say it's written in the stars for Messi to win and lift that World Cup. It would be, in theory. But the fairy tale that I'd love to see come true is Morocco lifting it. That would be tremendous. You've also got France who are still in it, who could become back-to-back World Cup winners. And that hasn't happened in a long time, having back-to-back World Cup winners. So there's still so much intrigue. And don't forget Croatia as well. The little engine that could as well. So we could end up with a Croatia-Morocco final. That would be amazing. Because imagine Imagine a Croatia-Morocco final for a sec. It would be two teams, rank outsiders, getting into a World Cup final and contesting it. That would be absolutely amazing. And it's one of them where it's like, if one of those sides were to win it, you could say, oh, well, that's a golden generation. Because speaking of golden generations, look at Belgium. Eden Hazard, retired from international football. Okay, well, we knew that was coming anyway, because of your age. Ronaldo, retiring from international football. Okay, cool. No World Cup for you. Bye. It's like, Piers Morgan could do one again as well. But the fact is, a lot of people went into the tournament expecting certain things, whether it be fans, players, whatever. And this World Cup has thrown up surprises. Greatest World Cup ever? I don't know. I'll reserve judgment until afterwards, and then we look back. But you got to look at certain teams, as I said, like Belgium. There was a bit of an entitlement there with their quote-unquote golden generation. But you're managed by Roberto Martinez. Someone actually put, a tweet about, Brazil's Belgium's best ever crop of players managed by a guy who is in relegation dogfights with Wigan and Everton every season. And it's like, no, you know what? Fair play. Fair play. Because Belgium's golden generation have won nothing. It's done. So it is one of them, as I said, there is a lot of blame game being played. And you can't blame the referee for not giving a penalty or a free kick, because I said Kane had a penalty. Coming back to the England game, Kane had a penalty and missed it. So even if we had gotten two penalties off of the tackle on Saka and the tackle on Kane, there's no guarantee we're scoring them. There literally is no guarantee we're scoring them. So it's. I can't take the excuses. I said straight after that game, watch the excuses come flooding in. And it is one of them ones, at least, this time though, you really do see the double standard where most football pages I've seen are like, oh, let's get behind Harry Kane, oh, this and that. And it's like, oh, okay. That wasn't the attitude a year ago. When Saka, Rashford and Sancho were missing penalties in the final, that wasn't the attitude then. There was racial abuse, a torrent of it being hurled. So it's like, yeah, you see those double standards. And this World Cup has been rife with double standards on and off the pitch. So it is what the hell it is. But you know what? One other thing I did want to talk about, actually, in terms of people going home early, how the hell is Clive Tilsley allowed to go home before the quarterfinals? And ITV are like, oh, wait, well, we haven't got anything for you, but Sam Matterface is still on England duty. It's like Sam Matterface annoys the hell out of me in general. Episode 100 of the Straight Shootin View is great commentary, a lost art, where I go into detail as to why. But there was one really stupid thing that he said during the France v England quarter-final match. And it was one of them ones where he was like, oh, well, there was 45 seconds between the foul on Saka and France scoring their goal from Tchouaméni, which was a sloppy goal to concede. Because at the end of the day, it's like, well, the dude's on the edge of our box. France are passing around the edge of our box. Why are we stepping off? Why are we standing 5 yards away and allowing them to get shots off? It's like, dude, you can't blame anybody for that goal but ourselves. But it was one of them ones where I just saw, where all you hear is Sam Matterface. I said, oh, there was 45 seconds. There was 45 seconds between that. Oh, could the ref have pulled it back afterwards? And it's like, dude, surely you're not that stupid. And you know that the rules say that if there's a foul, the ref has 5 seconds to bring it back. Surely you ain't that stupid, Sam Matterface, to ask a question. Oh, wait, you just have asked that question with an audience of millions listening. Could the ref have pulled it back afterwards? No, because 45 seconds has gone. And it's like, Clive Tilsley sitting at home. What is this? It's like Christ on a bike. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just frustrating to me to know that there's a commentator as good as Clive Tilsley out there, and by the time that England-France match had gone down, he was already at home sipping coffee watching it. And it's like, I said, man, great commentary is a lost art, but episode 100 of the Straight Shootin View talks about that. But yeah, man, a lot of the big guns gone home early. Some people gone home early. There were rumours of Harry Kane going home early. If only we were so lucky. But yeah, I want to know your views. What do you think of the Qatar World Cup so far? Who do you think is going to go ahead and lift the trophy? Is it written in the stars for Messi to do it? Will France become back-to-back winners? Will Morocco shock the footballing world and get into the final and potentially lift the trophy? Same with Croatia. Are they going to do it? Are they going to get to back-to-back World Cup finals? Are Croatia going to do it? Could we see France-Croatia again? Could we see Argentina-France, a marquee final? Let me know your views. www.pitch-talk.com is the official website. Also, England. Did we deserve to go out? Were we good enough against France? In my view, we were not. But www.pitch-talk.com is the official website for everything Pitch Talk. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Ghana, GAANA, Verbal, VURBL. We are Verbal Ambassadors and proud of it. So many other places where you can find our podcast via our website and also via RSS feed as well. Wherever you pick up your podcast, pick up the Pitch Talk podcast. Also, youtube.com/Pitch Talk for all of our videos. At Pitch Talk on Twitter. Tweet with us, follow us, see what we're up to. We're at Pitch Talk on TikTok and also on Instagram for vlog previews and much, much more. Also, facebook.com/Pitch Talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution. We are working so hard to create as well. Oh my God, so many ways to get in touch with us, so many ways to get involved. It is cold as hell in the UK, but the World Cup has been heating up. I have been Straight Shootin LJA, and until next time on the Straight Shootin View, take care and enjoy the semi-finals and the finals of the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Later, people.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution.
Check out the official Pitch Talk website.
www.pitch-talk.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Pitch Talk.
We are fans of football dropping vlogs, videos and podcasts on the beautiful game.
Check out our videos on YouTube and Instagram's IGTV,
including special feature segments,
5 minutes with the G,
the Straight Shootin View,
coaching with JBK. We produce, record and edit video content
and audio on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Verbal, Podomatic,
Anchor,
Spotify
and other podcast platforms.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook
and www.pitch-talk.com.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
I can see you now.